Well, let me first start off by saying we have subs in 8 classrooms today. And it's because they're going to EL Achieve, which is a new program for us this year for our district that is focusing on working with English language learners. I feel that it's been one of the best programs to help me, as a leader anyways, focus on what some of the language elements are that kids need to have. And I think that we all mean well when we want to try and help kids learn English, but it's kind of difficult because it comes to most of us naturally, right, as a language, and it's hard for us to know what those steps are that kids go through, those stages. So for instance, kids who say, you know, he teached me how to read, and really it should be taught, and that's an irregular form of the verb, but really what are the language scaffoldings that we can do to help kids gain those skills? So we're in our last training. We'll have all of our staff trained in that EL Achieve. And again, I think it's one of the best programs. So it's a way that we'll be able to provide support for English language learners. We have about 65% of our students that still are identified as English language learners. We have, of course, more at the lower grade, and as they get older, they gain more skills in their English language, both reading, writing, listening, and speaking. So then they eventually test and are demonstrating fluency within the English language. So you'll see we also have some read-it testing that's just starting today that's also related to that. And they're working with our kindergarten classes. So they have to do a one-on-one test for all of those kids. And then they'll be here next week as well. So altogether we have over 400 kids out of our 600 that are requiring that we have some language assessment checks with that new WIDA assessment protocol. We have 94% of our kids or so that are on free and reduced lunch, which means that they're at or below the poverty line. We have about 85% of our kids are kids of color, kids from minority backgrounds. We have a lot of refugee students. Last time I counted, there were 14 different languages that were spoken in our school from students in different countries and different family backgrounds. So you'll see lots of different kinds of kids. Sometimes it's a surprise for people who are coming to Utah and they come to Salt Lake and they really are not, you know, it's kind of such a surprise that there would be so many wonderful different kinds of kids that we have. So it's a great school, great staff. We've got a lot of people who are really committed. We're just finishing up with our school improvement grant, which required us to extend our school day, and we also just really had some focus on changing curriculum and how we're providing support for students. And Joan was actually a really big piece of that, being with us the last 3 years prior to this year and making it so that we are where we are. So I appreciate all the support that the teachers have given. I kind of am, I'm more just a person who's kind of trying to make sure that there's nothing in the road to get in the way of the teachers, because the truth is the teachers are where the work is really being done. So the most important thing for you is to see what those teachers are doing every day to help kids. And there's a lot of passion, a lot of commitment, and that's where the real work is being done.